our environment is being destroyed. And we, human, is the main reason for that.
The quality of life nowadays is decreasing and isn't eco-friendly anymore. Now we will watch some problems which exist nowadays. First, a problem that is concerned recently is emission from motorbikes. For example, nowadays the public in general and most students in high school in particular are using motorbikes as their transportation. It makes a large amount of gas which consists of carbon dioxide, one of the causes of the global warming. Vietnam ranks second in Southeast Asian area and one of the top 6 in the world for using motorbikes most.
Second, throwing trash indiscriminately makes the air full of smell of dirty and nasty garbage. Not saying strange places, just at our school, the area behind is full of trash. Having been thrown indiscriminately, trash has to be burned for a clean area. The more you do, the more wrongly you make. When individuals burn trash, it means they create a great deal of gas emission. The environment will be polluted. Third, because of being a modernized and industrialized country, more and more factories are built. In 5 years recently, in our area, Vinh Tân Thermal Factory is a focal point. It often scatters ashes that can cause some problems about the environment. A great deal of gas and ashes which is scattered into the environment causes air pollution and affect people's health when they inhale this gas.
The next thing is water pollution. According to the report about water pollution of UNEP in December 2021, there are about 60% rivers in Asia, Europe, and Africa are being biological polluted and organic polluted. The number are always at an alarming rate, especially in developed countries. In Vietnam, water pollution is one of the influential problems, especially when our country is in the period of industrialization and modernization. In Ho Chi Minh City, there is about 500,000 cubic meters of poison, which is released into sea through some factory and industrial activities, such as producing paper, electricity, annealing, washing powder. In Hanoi, the number has moved on to 5,000 tons of household garbage per day. According to the Ho Chi Minh City's Department of Natural Resources and Environment, during the last 20 years, Vietnam had about 10 oil spill per case per year. The number of poison released into water environment is still increasing with level multiplier every day and everywhere, in the whole world, from big cities to a small countryside.
So, why is the environment around us getting worse and the earth gradually rising up like that? What are the causes? There are many causes leading to global warming.
There are many causes leading to global warming. Oh my god, look! Stop, don't do it!
The first thing is deforestation, that is the clearance of woodland and forest. People cut down lots of trees to create space for farm or ranches, since trees absorb greenhouse gas from the air when they are dropped down. This positive effect is lost, and the earth will gradually lose its capacity of reproducing oxygen, like the stored carbon is then released into the environment. Secondly, nowadays people have created more waste because of the amount of packaging used in the short life cycle of products. A lot of item waste and packaging isn't recyclable in landfills. When the waste in landfills begins to decompose, it releases harmful gas into the atmosphere.
Thirdly, another cause is transport and vehicle. The large amount of transport stations burn fossil fuel, that release carbon and other types of pollutants into the atmosphere. The massive use of fossil fuels contribute to the problem of global warming. As people use more fossil fuel to fuel their car or household appliances, there is an increase in the amount of greenhouse gas that is emitted into the environment. Next, globalization leads to higher consumption, which encourages companies to continually exploit nature without much concern for the health of the planet. The overexploitation of natural resources contributes to global warming as a huge amount of greenhouse gases were released into the air during the mining process.
Finally, people pollute the environment by increasing the use of chemical fertilizers or chlorines. Due to the habit, some people, when they run out of medicine, often throw away road packaging, especially glass bottles. Therefore, some pesticides have stable chemical properties and are difficult to decompose, so they will accumulate in the environment. After many use, this accumulated amount can be toxic to the soil environment, water environment, and air. In the process of industrialization to the maximize profits and minimize cost, some companies and factories tend to dump hazardous waste directly into the atmosphere, soil, and rivers. This detrimentally affects the health of the planet, both locally and globally.
Many major repercussions have resulted from global warming. It has a negative impact on the environment and people on the planet.
With the effect of greenhouse gases, the earth is getting hotter and hotter, will lead to the ice from tubes being melted. And if continue, the sea level will rise and some nearby ocean countries might disappear. Cultivate and living land will reduce, and the really big problem. With increase of population, the loss of land is a world nightmare. High temperature are worsening many types of disaster, including storm, heat wave, flood and drought. A warmer climate reaction atmosphere that can collect, retain, and drop more water, changing weather pattern in such way that when real become wetter and dry a real drier.
Hooray! Today, scientists born to the limit change at the biggest global huge reach of the 21st century. It's a risk that impacts on us, especially children, the elderly, low-income community, and minority, and in a variety of direct and indirect ways. As temperature spreads, so does the incidence of illness, emergency room visits, and death.
It's high time we acted to protect the environment. We need to control the amount of pollution we produce to prevent health problems. We also need to pay attention to the ecosystem that is the source of our life. If we don't protect the environment now, it will continue to get worse and worse. Our children will become the generation that suffer from lasting consequences. That's why protecting our environment is an urgent mission, the priority task that humans have to fulfill. If our environment is green and clean enough, we will have healthy children. The future of our country, we can take part in social activity effectively.
Therefore, every citizen in our country, everybody here, everyone in our family, in our school, in our country, all have to be aware of protecting our environment by planting more trees or not littering rubbish carelessly, not using plastic dust too much. In addition, the government and local authorities should have some measures, take stronger actions to protect the individuals organizations, companies that release poisonous waste into water. As we know, the amount of carbon footprint that has been dumped into the environment has a huge impact on not only humans but also ecosystem. Therefore, our logo has some solutions for that problem. First, they have been deploying and using the organic waste classification and treatment model. By this way, we can take advantage of the amount of waste for recycling. By that, we can reduce ton of trash. And second, our logo has some laws that prohibit people from burning trash. Third, they have been propagating a lot about protecting the environment and the awareness of each person about the dangers of global warming and how to reduce its effects.
Protecting the environment is a responsibility of the locality, but it of us individually. We must have activities to have reduced the carbon footprint. Firstly, a small action but with sense is planting trees. As a student, planting trees is one of the most effective solutions. Trees can help reduce the amount of carbon in the atmosphere, and it can also provide oxygen into the environment. Secondly, exhaust emissions from motor vehicles are one of the leading causes of air pollution, so we should choose to use biofuel, turn off the engine when we stop at red light, and often use public transport instead of motorbike. Thirdly, we should reduce the amount of waste through waste robbery to its place only and many other simple ways. Carbon footprint is one of the most pressing problems that we have to face to protect the environment. Protecting the environment is not only protecting our health but also saving for our next generations.
So, humanity, it's time to take action to change your perception to protect this earth.
Saving environment is saving ourselves. Stop. Mày cầm này chút. Rồi đi từ từ à. Nghe. Mày vô cứu ơi. Rồi hả? Dừng. Tang. Đang ghét cái qua.